Hey guys, Al DeMarco here, and this is going to be your Wednesday video report. Free play on the Mid-American Conference game between Central Michigan and Bowling Green coming up in a moment, plus my thoughts on the other game between Buffalo and Northern Illinois, and a free NBA play coming up on your game between the Clippers and the Dallas Mavericks. Remember, you can still save $125 off the purchase price of any Handicapper's 30-day package by using coupon code SAVE125, or you can save $50 off the purchase price of any Handicapper's 7-day package. Think about that. $50 off any 7-day package from any handicapper here at the site with the football that you have going tonight and tomorrow and Friday and Saturday, Sunday and Monday, and you get $50 off the purchase price. And the reason you're getting those coupons is because I won for you with the Charity Play of the Week, which cashed in for the 24th time in 37 weeks on Monday night when I give you a free winner on the Golden State Warriors over Detroit at home. And, of course, as a way of going ahead and basically bribing you even further to make a donation, this is why I release these coupons after a winner. So, again, if you have not yet made the donation, you can scroll down here on the website. If you happen to be watching the video, it's right underneath there, and get all the details. I don't care if you give $5, $50. You don't have to give the $250 I just gave. No, anything you can, because that's the whole point of the program. It's a very sad story, as most of them happen to be. You can scroll down, and there's a mother out there who has stage 4 cancer who could use your help. I made you money for free. Now I'm asking you to make a donation, and I'm saving you even more money by using these coupon codes today. Again, save $125 off the purchase price of any 30-day Handicapper's package by using coupon code SAVE125, or save $50 off of any Handicapper's 7-day package by using coupon code SAVE50. Another one of your discounted plays yesterday happened to be courtesy of Chris Jordan. He cashed in with his 500-star Mid-American Conference Game of the Year with Ohio 27-0 over Kent State. Well, today, more than half price off with a play that is twice as strong. His top-rated 1,000-star release, Bowling Green in Western Michigan. You save $55 over half price off by using coupon code CJ55, CJ for Chris Jordan, CJ55. Keep in mind, with 1,000-star plays or higher, over the past, 9.5 years, going back to 2006, Chris has made $1 bettors over $95,600. And, of course, he just hit an ultra rare 3,000-star play with Washington State hammering Arizona State on Saturday, which you got for over half price off. And the same thing goes tonight. All the other discounts, promos, etc., including my latest NBA discounted release on the Hawks and Pelicans, all those details can be found over on your homepage. Now, let's get to your complimentary plays. I'm going to talk about the NBA tonight. I think it's a fascinating game. DeAndre Jordan spurned the Mavericks. Actually, he agreed to sign with them, and then he spurned them. So tonight, DeAndre returns to Dallas, or makes his first appearance in Dallas since telling the Mavericks where to go and returning to the Clippers. I just think for theatrics and for the soap opera setting, you couldn't ask for anything better in the NBA here tonight. Of course, there's also the game to be played, and that's where it's going to be kind of interesting because the Mavericks, of course, I went against them last night, and I backed the New Orleans Pelicans, a team that was giving up 114 points a game, worst in the league, 0-5 start, injury-riddled, and I thought they were a great team to jump on last night as a 2-point home favorite, and they responded by burying the Mavericks. 120-105 was the final score. It wasn't even that close, okay? I mean, the Mavericks were down 12-0 early, and they never recovered. Now, the interesting thing, the Mavericks have a couple of guys that are coming back from major injuries. Well, more Wesley Matthews coming back from the major injury than Deron Williams. It'll be interesting to see if those guys play tonight, because the first time when they were in L.A. taking on the Clippers, second of back-to-back nights, those two guys did not play. And the Clippers won handily at home in that particular contest. So that was a 104-88 final back on October 29th, and believe me, it wasn't that close either. Will they be playing tonight? I don't know. But the fact is, this Mavericks team, not a very good team. You've got Dirk. You've got a bunch of guys that don't contribute night in, night out, that don't play much defense, are not a very good rebounding team. Of course, that's why they were trying to build around DeAndre Jordan. Jordan had 15 rebounds in the first meeting. He's averaged 17 rebounds in the last 8 games he's played against the Mavericks. The Clippers just snapped a 2-game losing streak by beating Memphis by 2 points a couple of nights ago, a game in which Chris Paul returned from injury. The line is down to 6.5 points here. I think you got to play the Clippers in this contest because the bottom line, whether you like DeAndre Jordan, you like the way the Clippers handled the whole free agency business or not, is the fact that the Mavericks don't have enough bullets in their arsenal, I don't think, to pull off the win here tonight. And I think the Clippers, especially with the way Blake Griffin has been playing here at the beginning of the season, averaging over 28 points and hitting 58.1% of his shots, I think they're the play that you've got to go here. Plus, look at the Mavericks defense. Last 4 games, opponents are averaging over 107 points and shooting nearly 48% from the field. So I'll go with the Clippers. That price has dropped down from 7 down to 6.5. And once again, I would go with the Clippers in this contest. Now let's talk about this Bowling Green game against Western Michigan. Interesting game that Western Michigan, a team on a winning streak, a team that played competitive ball in a home loss to open the season against Michigan State and played competitively in Columbus against Ohio State, is the 3-point dog here, especially since they've dominated the series. But you've got a Bowling Green team that has won 6 straight since the 3-point home loss to Memphis back on September 19. They've scored 30 or more points in every game but one this season. Hell, they scored 62 against UMass, 59 against Akron. Those 2 games were at home, right? But then they scored 48 points at Kent State and 62 at home against Ohio last week. I mean, the offense has accumulated over 532 yards in every single game this season. But, and you knew there was going to be a but, Western Michigan, guys, they've scored 54, 58, 49, and 35 points during a 5-game winning streak. Actually, I missed a number here. It's 54, 58, 35, 49, and 41 during the 5-game winning streak, which has followed the loss since Ohio State. Just like Bowling Green, they can move the ball up and down the field. Both teams have decent quarterbacks. Well, decent in the case of Bowling Green. Matt Johnson, an outstanding quarterback. But both teams have diversified offense. I think that would be a more fair statement. They can run the ball effectively, and they can air it out. Now, the weather tonight could play a factor here. It's supposed to be kind of lousy conditions. I think there's almost a 100% chance of rain for this contest. The Bowling Green defense is allowing just 19 points a game in Mid-American Conference play. But Western Michigan has won the last 4 in the series. Western Michigan has covered the last 4 in the series. They won last year at Bowling Green, albeit Matt Johnson, the Bowling Green quarterback, did not play in that game, and Bowling Green only had 274 total yards. But in this spot, I don't know. I just think Western Michigan is the play. I think the underdog is the way to go here. I think that Bowling Green in this particular spot is vulnerable because when you have 2 teams that can both put points on the board with diversified offenses, I'd rather take the home dog. So I would go with Western Michigan. The other game is a real tough one, Northern Illinois at Buffalo. You look at the line and you go Northern Illinois -7. Hey, Northern Illinois went to Toledo last week, right? 7.5-point underdog. Handed the Rockets their first loss of the season by beating them at the Glass Bowl. Northern Illinois is to play, right? But maybe you're not aware of the fact that Northern Illinois' quarterback, Drew Hare, suffered a torn Achilles tendon in that game in the first half, and he's gone for the season. But here's the thing. They brought in a redshirt freshman, Ryan Graham. He went 9 for 12, 132 yards, a touchdown pass, carried the ball 10 times, 41 yards rushing, and maintained the offense, and they got the win. Now, the Buffalo defense is pretty good, but the Buffalo offense is inconsistent, to say the least. Now, the Bulls are off an 18-17 win at Kent. That was their 3rd straight win. They also won at Miami of Ohio, 29-24, and at home against Ohio, 41-17. Well, listen, Kent and Miami of Ohio are lousy. Ohio's a 3-3 team in Mid-American Conference play. They can run the ball, but so does Northern Illinois. Northern Illinois, runs 61% of its plays are on the ground. That's tops in the Mid-American Conference. And their quarterback runs the option. Now, did I just tell you they lost their quarterback? Yes. But the guy that's replacing him, Ryan Graham, he ran the option for his 2 years as a prep star in Illinois high school play, and he certainly showed last week against Toledo on the road in a crucial, critical situation. He could deliver with those 10 carries with 41 yards. So in this game, I would lean a little toward Northern Illinois. Problem is that line, 7 points. I mean, yeah, I could see Northern Illinois winning this game by 7 or 8 points. I could see Northern Illinois winning this in a field goal or 4-point margin as well. So that's the stay away game because I want to see a little more evidence that Graham is going to be able to step in capably and take on this Northern Illinois offense. Plus, had a customer write in the other day and ask about, well, what is a trap game? trap games, the whole phrase trap game is one that's thrown out there kind of randomly, often by gamblers, by media members, by handicappers. It means many different things to many different people. To me, a trap game, you might as well say, is it a sandwich game or is it a letdown situation? This is a sandwich game in many regards for Northern Illinois. When you consider that they're coming off the win at Toledo, and then they take on Western Michigan next week for first place in the Mid-American Conference West Division, with the winner probably going on to the MAC championship game and earning the automatic bowl berth. So is this a letdown situation, a sandwich game where, Northern Illinois is still celebrating the big win against Toledo and get caught looking ahead to the Mid-American showdown with Western Michigan next week? Yeah, it could be defined as a trap game, which is another reason I think that it's a game that you have to stay away from. It's a game that unless you have 100% confidence in the one side or the other, you just look at the game, and when I see these type of games and these type of numbers, I just go next. Because, like, for example, on a Saturday, there's 40 other games you can pick from. Every week there's going to be games like this where you have letdown games. Another situation, LSU, undefeated season, comes to an end, right? Comes to an end in Alabama as they were hammered by the Tide, totally beaten up by the Tide. Okay, LSU, natural letdown situation the following week. How do they bounce back from that game? Trap game, next game for a team like LSU in this situation. So again, trap games, those situations, it's a phrase that everybody uses, but everybody has a different definition. That's mine. Trap to me means letdown or look ahead, sandwich situation. Happens all the time in college football. Happens to a lesser extent in college basketball because of the sheer number of games, with teams playing 2 games at least, sometimes 3 a week. I think the other thing that you have to sometimes look at a trap situation is the after effects of a huge rivalry showdown or a revenge game. The losing team or the winning team, you have to look at the next game out. How will they respond? If it's the team that's in the revenge that delivered with the revenge win, natural letdown situation the next time. It's the team that came into the revenge situation coming off the loss, they lose again. Boom, what happens? Big time letdown in the next game because their focus was all on that revenge game. So college basketball, it's a little twist in terms of a trap game. Anyway, that'll do it, guys. Best of luck to you all, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow when we do this one more time.